Hello friends, this is the video only for helping you setting the mid-semester exam for LNMIT current semester. So first of all, we have to go to moodle.lnmit.ac.in. lms.lnmit.ac.in will not be used for mid-semester exam. So for every course, please go to moodle.lnmit. This is the first thing. Second thing which we have to understand, that we have all the data from LMS on Moodle. All the students that you have enrolled, everything that you have created till 8 September, everything will be reflected on the new server also. Now we have to conduct the exam using Safe Exam browser. So this video is basically to help you in understanding how to set up the exam using Safe Exam browser. So I am on my dashboard and I will go to my course. So we are at our course page, and first of all I have to turn editing on. When I turn this editing on, then you can scroll down to the appropriate topic wherever you want to add the quiz. So let us say I am adding the quiz, that means my mid-semester exam here. So you will just click on add activity and choose quiz here. Now I have to give the name. So the name is mid-semester exam, or you can give the course name also, DSP mid-semester exam, or any name. In the bracket, please remember, write step 9. Okay, so you write step 9. What is the meaning of step 9? Controller of examination have sent the email to students where we had given them some instructions step by step. So step number 9 is the set of instructions that the students have to follow. Some of the students are not able to follow step 9. For them there is a step 10. Okay, so first of all we are making the question for majority of the students which are able to follow step 9. So mid-semester exam is designed for majority of the students who are able to take this exam following the instructions of step 9, and then you can write your additional instructions, that how many questions are there, or there are sections, or there are multiple choice, short answer, or there are subjective, any general instructions that you have, please write them here and tick this box so that the instructions are visible on the Moodle homepage also. This is about giving the name and description. The next thing, we open the timing and we enable the opening and close time of our quiz. So if my exam is on 25th September at 10 AM, I'll write it 10, and the closing time will be same 25. It is 11C. So if it is 90 minutes exam, instead of 11:30, please give it 11:40, around 10 minutes extra. That will take care of anyone who entered little late, but the time limit you should keep 90 minutes. That means everyone will get only 90 minutes even if they are starting on time, but if someone is late by a minute or two, he will not lose anything. But if someone is really late, either he will not be allowed the exam or he will not get the full time. This is the first thing about timing. Next, the grade. Moodle allows every quiz to be taken infinite number of times, so we have to change this attempt allowed to 1 so that student can take this exam only one time. Next important thing, okay, this is layout. If you want to show only one question on one page, that is the by default setting. But if you want to show more questions on a single page, you can do that, and it may actually help the students also, that they are looking at 2 or 3 questions at the same page and they can attempt them at ease. But this is all personal choice, anything you can have. There is one more thing, which is navigation method, which if you click on the show more, you will get that. And free navigation method means student can go from one question to any question at any given time. And for mid semester, that should be the type of navigation, and we don't change it, we leave it free. The important thing is Safe Exam Browser. By default, it is no. That means we are not using Safe Exam Browser. And if you click on this, you get 4 options. The lower 2 options needs that the instructor will install Safe Exam Browser. He will configure all the settings. Once he do all the settings, he will get a encrypted key, and that key we have to enter here. So slightly complicated process. Instead of that, we select the second option, which is yes, configure manually, and when you click it, you get all the options here. In these, you will be asked what is the exit link of my Safe Exam Browser. So here you have to enter https lnmiit.ac.in. This is actually, it can be any link, but we are keeping it common for everyone. And just to avoid any mistake, you just go to the LNMIT website, copy this link, and then you paste here. All the options by default are same, they are fine. Only thing you should show, that show Wi-Fi control, this also you make it yes, so that in between the exam, if the student is having a network problem, he will be able to switch the Wi-Fi. So we just make it also yes. Then sometimes the student will have to have emergency exit in between the exams. The problems can be he is having internet outage and he is not able to switch the Wi-Fi using Wi-Fi control. So he has to quit the browser, go back to normal Windows, and then change the Wi-Fi. Or there can be any problem like read to the internet mainly. In that case, student will not be able to exit until he completes the exam. So we can enable that and say enable quitting of SEB, which is by default yes. But you should not leave it just yes. You put some password here. I am putting 123. You can keep anything, and that password you can inform to the invigilator that if anyone is asking that I have a problem, I need to quit the SEB, then this is the password. You can keep a simple password, anything that you like, and you select this word. So these are the settings we have to do for Safe Exam Browser. First thing, I have to mention the link for quitting Safe Exam Browser, a password for quitting Safe Exam Browser, enable Wi-Fi. 3 things I have to change. So please remember, we have to change 3 things in the Safe Exam Browser settings. Next, I have to go to overall feedback, and here go to the link and paste the same LNMIT link and say create link. So this is the feedback we are giving to students. So the actual workflow is, students will start the exam, they will go through all the questions, and when they complete, when they submit everything, they will get this feedback as LNMIT link. And if they click on this link, they will be able to exit Safe Exam Browser. Otherwise, they cannot exit. So this is the simple process. After that, you just save and return to the course, and our quiz settings are fine. So these are the settings that we have for making our mid-semester exam. After this, the next step is adding questions. have already explained and will explain in the hands-on sessions also. You just click on the quiz, and here you have the option of edit quiz, or you can go here and say edit quiz. Any option you can select. Once I take edit quiz, and I'm just adding some random questions here, but we will definitely have our question sets which are ready with us. So I am taking some 10 random questions from 31 questions, and my exam is ready, and I save it, and all the questions are added here. We are done with this. Go back to the quiz, and you can preview now. That means we are ready with our exam. All the settings, everything is done. Now coming to another important part. As I have mentioned earlier, that there are two steps, two different instructions given to students. Step 9, 95% of the students will be taking this. But there are few students whose system is not supporting the latest software. So for them, we have step 10 also, which will enable their exam. So all you have to do is go to this edit. First focus only on this exam creation. Don't worry about step 10 right now. First you complete everything, put all the questions in the way you want to do, preview it and check it. Everything is working fine. Now you just say edit and go to duplicate. So it will make a copy of this same. And then this is the copy, and you say edit settings. In the edit settings, you make it step 10, and you can write that this is the step 10. All the instructions, everything will remain same. If you see, timing is already same, grade is same, your overall feedback is same, and what we have to change, we go to Safe Exam Browser, and I check the fourth option, and here I have to paste a configuration key. For convenience of all the faculty members, and also to maintain the same settings for all the courses, we have created a key. It is a 64-bit key, and let me tell you, that key is a 64-bit hash key, and I have it here. And we just need to, the key will be provided in the instruction document. You don't have to worry or look for that. So here, when I go to my SEB settings, actually that key is generated with Safe Exam Browser installed on your computer. So I can show you how that key is there. So this is SEB configuration tool. When we open this configuration tool, we are going to give the same set of settings which we have given in the previous thing, but right now using the software of Safe Exam Browser. So here I have the key. I have to copy this key in my new quiz, but how do I get this key? I'll explain that process also, so that it is clear to everyone that how are we doing this. So this is the Safe Exam Browser configuration management. I am going to load the settings which we are giving. So we are saying when Safe Exam Browser will start, it will open this URL. It will have all the restrictions which we are giving. There is a network certificate also installed. security is there, all the features which we enable or disable manually, all these things are done, and this configuration file is used for starting an exam. And when we come to exam, this is the hash key. This is the 64-bit hash key. I copy it there just for the reference. It is ending with BED91. BED91, and if you see here, I have copied the same key, and in my quiz I will copy the same key. I just copy from here, or we will give you in the document. Just save this key. So what is the difference between step 9 and step 10? In the step 9 we are configuring manually. In step 10 we are going to option number 4 using SEB config, and just paste the key. You don't have to change anything. Okay, and you just save it and return to the course. So now I have my 2 mid-semester exams ready. This is for step 9 users, this is for step 10 users. Please be assured that users cannot take both of them. One user whose computer is configured with step 9, he cannot take step 10, and the one whose computer is configured with step 10, he cannot take step 9. More details will be given in the training, and there will be a detailed documentation shared with you. You can practice this by following these instructions. Thank you.